Separation Sunday. I'm Scott Hansen. You're tuned in to the EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 13. Some big games to get to. We'll start in the Steel City. The Steelers at home to take on the Cleveland Browns. And here's the home team's running back. He's going to hit the hole hard, get loose into the secondary, and they're not gonna get him. The Steelers just will not lose. The perfect season is still alive. They get another win. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And here's the Packer wideout. He's going to run a deep route, look it in, and he's gone. And when it's all said and done, that's an 80-yard catch and run for the touchdown. The Packers are in a good spot here, 2/3 of the way through the season. They stand 8-4 with this victory. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints taking on the Cowboys. And here's the Saints running back. He's going to take it in, 18 yards away. It's a touchdown. The Saints needed this one, and they got it. A victory that helps them keep pace in the NFC wildcard race. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gordon on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Check right.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Inside handoff now, Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Oh, good move. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Once more, Gibson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 47 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man on the out route. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to the ground with Gibson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Goldstein. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season.
I literally guessed there. I couldn't even see the fucking goalpost.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Escaping a tackler at the 25. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chargers offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long. Right up there among the leaders in passing yardage. The Charger drive about to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
5 yards on the play.
The motion, the tight end across the formation.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Miller. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost look...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Steelers send out their... now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Steeler defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. McMullen. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And as we play out the final stretch of games, he entered our contest here as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Back to throw. Goldstein. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 33. Off play action, Goldstein. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Chargers' 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll go with the keeper. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to work his way down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
70 Lions.
Off the play fake. Goldstein. Wide open receiver complete. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st down.
Let's go.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
60 bikes.
They'll try and run forward 1st and goal. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. at the Chargers' 4-yard line.
Gibson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Goldstein. And that went off the mark. A little late with the throw. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. 4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steelers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Now, he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 70 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Ready?
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Ready. Hut.
They'll go again with Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down and 5.
Back to throw. Goldstein to the right side and intercepted. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Ready. Throwing to start the drive. McMullen Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Down. Blue, third, ready.
Off play action. McMullen calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. From the gun on third down, Goldstein. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On second down, here's the option. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
From the gun on third down, McMullen. And he's got this down to the 35.
The Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
30-yard line.
And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least that's something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll start this drive out on the ground. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 85 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
70 Lions.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 14 is here, the final 5 weeks of the regular season. Teams jockeying for position. Let's get after it. Our trip around...
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Now second and 3.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Looking to throw. Goldstein. And he'll be brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up second and 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Take off.
Off the bootleg. Goldstein. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
They'll run with Gibson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34.
Off the play fake. Goldstein. It's caught. Mitchell. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 28-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no run here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to... 10 now at 13-3.
Well,
they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
22 yards. First
down.
Chargers.
Ready. Blue, 32. Hut.
On the counter, it's Miller. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had a little teammate who was able to get it.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
And the Chargers first down.
Here we go.
On the give, this is their fullback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Black swap.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On is the Chargers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Here's 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Goldstein. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Ready. 60 red. 60.
Operating from the gun, McMullen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
Ready. Black 40.
From the gun on third down. McMillan under pressure, and they get it to him again. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Off play action. Goldstein. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
19-18.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
19. Go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. From the gun on 3rd down, Goldstein. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now.
16.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Underneath for Miller. get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Gibson again. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Here is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Goldstein. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Looking to put a drive together. They begin with a run by Miller. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. McMullen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Goldstein. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12.
Looking to throw. Goldstein. They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Second and 13. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Then they will finally get him down as as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
The Steelers take over first
And that pretty much... has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. A give up the middle to Gibson. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
And it's complete to Mitchell. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. It's a quarterback sneak. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So the Chargers now down by 16, just under 2 minutes to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline and incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22. Cut, go.
Back to throw. McMullen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Simmons. For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Set, ready. Opposite.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Number 86. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught.
McMullen's pass. Complete to number 82.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
Down. Black 40. All right, go.
Operating from the gun. McMullen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Ready, ready. Ready.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Miller. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Pittsburgh, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they will try to get back.